Lebkuchen is what we call in Germany gingerbread, and if you would translate this word directly, it would mean life bread. And while gingerbread is one kind of cookie here in America, in Germany it refers to a whole lot of different kinds of cookies. And one of them is Elisenlebkuchen, Elisen Gingerbread. This is my personal absolute favorite gingerbread. I love it so much, I have to bake it every year. And here's how you make it. So for the ingredients, you will need light brown sugar, candied orange peel and candied lemon peel. And if you want to make this from scratch, you will find the recipe here or a little further down here. Then you need 3 eggs, a pinch of salt, almonds, hazelnuts. You also need Lebkuchengewürz, which is gingerbread spice, and you might not find it where you live. So in that case, I have a recipe how to make it from scratch, like this here. The recipe is over here, so you will be able to make it even if you live abroad. Then you need 3 tablespoons of honey and the zest of 1 lemon. You will also need something that is called Backoblaten, and they come in 2 different sizes. They are either 90 millimeter, which is the best size, or 70 millimeters, which is a smaller size. They also come in 50 millimeters. I think that's a little small, but it's still possible to make it with these. If you can't find these online, you can just leave them out and bake your gingerbreads directly on the parchment paper. That's possible too, but it's more fun if you have the original Backoblaten, which is kind of like an edible paper. Let me show you one of these so you get an idea. So this is what it looks like. Okay, and the store-bought gingerbread cookie looks like this. And then later for glazing the cookies, you will need some confectioner's sugar and some lemon juice and some chocolate. You will find all these ingredients in the blog post here or a little further down if you're using the Edge browser. And you can switch between the metric system and the US customary system if you prefer the cups and ounces over the grams and liters. The first thing that I need to do is to grind the nuts and also to cut the candied lemon zest and orange zest into smaller pieces. So I start with the hazelnuts. And last, I'm cutting the orange peel and lemon peel into smaller sizes, and they are often very sticky. And if that is the case, I can just add a little bit of flour, not much, just a little bit, to make them a little less sticky. You can leave that out if you want these gluten-free, you just cut them without the flour. Next, I need to whisk the eggs with the sugar. Then I'm also adding the honey. And I'm adding the pinch of salt. Now I have to whisk this as long as it takes to dissolve the sugar in the egg mass. Once the sugar has completely dissolved, I'm adding the remaining ingredients. And all I have to do now is to just mix this all together, and then it goes into the fridge overnight. I had the mass for the Elisenlebkuchen in the fridge overnight now, and it's time to spread this now on the Oblaten. So I'm using a beer glass to help me or to aid me to spread this onto the Oblaten. It makes it easier to reach it from all sides. So this is what it's supposed to look like. It's slightly higher in the center, but overall it's mostly one even layer. And I put this on the cookie sheet now and continue to make this with the rest of the mass. I used the 90mm Backoblaten and I got 10 of these Elisenlebkuchen from it and one small one with 60mm. And they go into the fridge now for 10 to 15 minutes and then I will bake them. The baking temperature is 320 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 160 degrees Celsius. And I will bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes depending on the thickness of your Lebkuchen. That might vary a little bit. So keep a close eye on your Lebkuchen and make sure that they don't burn. So this took 20 minutes and you can see that on the rim they are slightly brown. That shows me that they are ready to be taken out, and now I'll let them cool. I'm now preparing the decoration for the Elisenlebkuchen. They are glazed with some royal icing and some of them with some chocolate. So I prepared the royal icing already. I mixed some confectioner's sugar with some lemon juice, and you can see it's a rather thin texture, so I can brush it onto the Elisenlebkuchen. I'm also currently melting some chocolate, and I want to prepare some almonds. Often we decorate the top of the Elisenlebkuchen with some sliced almonds, and for that I'm using some whole almonds and I just cut them into halves. So just like this. You can see it here. And they go on top of the Elisenlebkuchen later. The good thing about winter is that when you have something that needs to cool quickly, you can just put it outside. Even in Texas it can work, like today, it's a cold day. So they are cool now and I can start to glaze them. This concludes my video about the Elisenlebkuchen, and this flourless gingerbread is one of the best that we have in Germany for Christmas time. Once the chocolate and the glaze have set, I will put them into an airtight container, and in my opinion after a couple of days they taste best. So if you can resist, don't eat them right away and wait a couple of days. That will be just amazing and you will for sure love them. Thank you for watching. I hope you try this recipe. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell button, give me a thumbs up, and just wait a few seconds for the next video that's coming up in just a bit.